not everybody is going to go on to have like a career in which you don't have to clock in or clock out or do shit that you don't wanna, like the biggest fear in everybody's mind and heart and soul should be, man, I might have to go get a real job here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to episode 209 of the OpTic Podcast. This podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp, Rocket Money, and I'll tell you a little bit more about them later on in the podcast. But first, let me introduce the host, the co-host, and the hostess of the hostess with the mostest. So I got my man, Mr. Crimsix. We have Methods, Zinni, Ant, and we have my man, Scumper Jumper, who is always on time. Let me see. It's 10:13, 13 minutes late, this guy.
That's okay.
But what are you going to do? We have Joey behind the cameras today. Matt is filming an episode of the Flycast. So
Shotzzy's walking by right now, just to give you guys just gray sweats, navy long sleeve top.
He ain't in the mood for nothing.
And he's been piping up recently, and I personally love it. He'll be here.
He fucking better be.
There's no way.
This is all right. This is like a behind the scenes that I want everybody to see. Right now, Shotzzy's here on time to be part of the Flycast, so he got up early to be here on time at 10 a.m. So he's here. Davis isn't here, who flew in at 4 a.m., but that's no excuse. So again, they who.
What do you mean?
Why'd you guys?
Because the star of the show is already here.
Welcome.
Anyway, Mr. Scump Abner has just joined us.
I told him not to start without you. No, I didn't.
14 minutes late, but he's here. And he's out. He says he's going to leave. All right. What? Serious about what? Yo, bring that. You can drink that on stream.
Can you?
Yeah, you're good. We're in a moratorium right now.
What's up, man?
What's up, man? How's traffic?
Huh? Nah, I hit the train on the fucking turnpike.
That is the worst.
That was hilarious.
Wait, you got off?
Huh?
You don't get on the highway?
Yeah, no, I use the side street every time.
Yeah.
And there was a fucking train.
You don't want to pay that 38 cents?
What do you mean?
That's
how I've always done it. I've always went that way.
I hear you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we just got off of one of the most insane minor tournaments in the history of Call of Duty. Crim, if you were to look at the accountings that happened this past weekend on the minor, did it bring you back to the 10Ks, 20Ks from back in the day?
You didn't watch that shit.
I didn't watch that shit, dude.
I know you didn't watch that shit. That's fake, though.
I fucking watched that.
That's fake.
The drama around it was pretty interesting.
Which part?
Ant, Shotzzy.
Yeah, the hero of the Republic.
I don't know if this is a villain arc or what he's doing.
No.
He's too genuine of like a kid to be like
malicious about it.
Like,
I mean that
he's not someone that's gonna fabricate shit.
Yeah.
So when it's come from him, it's real,
But that message to Hexy though.
What message to Hexy?
Dude, that was.
I didn't see it. Tell me.
In the camera?
Or no, it was like a Hexy message Shotzzy saying like, "Are you good?" And he just replied with, "Get better."
Wait, when was this?
I think it was right before the minor.
I didn't even see that. Poor Hixie.
Poor Hixie. Get better.
No, I feel like Hixie's such an innocent kid.
He's a nice dude. He's a nice guy, bro.
He's like, "Are you good?"
He actually cares.
He's a nice kid.
He's actually genuinely.
He said, "Fuck you, get better."
Yeah, the thing is like when you're in that situation, and I'm not defending him here, but kind of am in a way. When you're trying to do what's best for like a group thing, and nobody in the group gets in that same mindset, like it's frustrating. So when somebody says is like, "Hey, yo, you good? You're caring too much, or you didn't care like this before," or like that, like of course it's gonna be fucking frustrating. I never seen that, and it is what it is. But Shotzzy, man, he's gonna do what he does, man.
I thought it was funny.
What sucks is looking at the viewership for the minor on the combined streams, 170,000 peak viewers. That's a lot of viewers considering how bad the game is, like the state the game is in. Ranked is literally unplayable. No one's even playing Warzone. Everyone's playing Marvel Rivals. So the fact that we're still doing these numbers while the game is shit goes to show how resilient the CDL community is. So everyone still loves competitive Call of Duty. They just can't play it on a casual level.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a tweet that I think it said like 50% have already left Call of Duty or something like that.
That was on.
I think it was from.
Steam.
Yeah, pull up that tweet, Joe. I think it was from Jake.
That has to force their hand, right?
Oh yeah,
Was
right
it-
there. Lost nearly half of its player base on Steam since launch. That is, look at that. That's insane. It's just been a slow death.
I feel like we're not really taking into account that it's Steam. Like
That is what?
Like that it's Steam.
Oh.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
still,
not Battle.net. Yeah, but
50%
I
loss
feel like
is
most
still.
people play it on Steam though. Like who's downloading it on Battle.net?
I feel like a lot.
You think so?
I feel like a lot of people.
Well, yeah,
use
but we're all
Battle.net.
like.
Those Steam Tuesdays, they ruin everyone's day.
Do you
But-
think like
but-
casual players are downloading Battle.net?
That's a
and shit?
good
I don't-
question.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I feel like
well,
most people
yeah,
are on Steam.
That's where it's like I want to see the stats for Steam and Battle.net, and
You
this
won't
is
see
just PC.
BattleNets.
What?
You won't see BattleNets.
Yeah, I know, and that's sort of the issue. The thing is, like, I feel like Steam is like a a library where you can play a whole bunch of different games, and on Steam, like if you're downloading Call of Duty on Steam, you're going to be playing like multiple other games, right?
Yeah.
Like, like people who download and play on Battle.net are using Battle.net for Call of Duty.
Yeah, the launcher, yeah.
and
World of
maybe
Warcraft.
yeah,
Diablo,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Diablo.
Maybe grass is greener though. But let's say you were playing like the OG MW2 or MW3 or World at War, any of those games on Steam. This early in the game's life cycle, you'd still be playing the game. Like Call of Duty should be able to keep you around for longer than 2 months.
Bro, it's 2 months.
No matter
bro. It's
where you
January.
download it, because there's a Squid Game collab. They've not done. They have not. What's the word I'm looking for? They've been promoting the balls out of that, even though the game is unplayable. Everyone's been piping up about that. So they have new content like camos and stuff to buy and all that. You just literally can't play the game. It's one of the more insane things I've ever seen happen. And hopefully it forces their hand. I don't know. Apparently there's an anti-cheat update coming in Season 2 is what they're saying. That being said, how long does it take for the cheating websites to actually adapt to that? Because remember when they did the update and we played a full day of no cheaters for a full day? It was like the best day of ranked ever. Do you remember that day?
When was it?
It was like a month ago. They did an update and the cheats didn't work for a whole day because they had to, I guess after an update, they need to readjust or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was the best day ever on ranked because there was no cheaters. And then next day, right back to the normal programming. So hopefully something can be done because
I feel like it's too late now. I feel like everyone once people are mad, they're gonna dip, and then to get those people back, it's hard. It's like now that dirty taste is just in their mouth from all the cheaters and stuff. It's like I don't understand how that wasn't. I don't understand
Priority
how.
number one.
Well, yeah, I just don't understand how it's gotten worse and worse year over year. It's like you'd think there'd be some sort of improvement, but it's just.
I
been
stood there
like,
at Call of Duty Next in Washington D.C. a month before the game came out, and I was speaking. I'm not going to name people. These are people I truly like from Activision, and they've always been good to me. And I said, quote unquote, I said, this game is awesome. If you guys do not have a proper anti-cheat, it will die. And I was like, look at Valorant. And they were like, Valorant's anti-cheat isn't that great. And I was like,
Wait, but I
No,
never.
it's
No, time out.
pretty good.
Let me pause right there. When you say that Valorant anti-cheat or like Call of Duty can't be the only one with cheats, right? Which means that somebody else has a better program on like,
Valorant.
I never hear Valorant talking about cheats or
I
League of
think-
Legends or Counter-Strike.
I think they're the only program or the only game that doesn't have a program that's like invasive on the computer.
Okay.
Call
So,
of Duty, that is.
Yeah, like what? Even Face It, dude. Like that program can monitor fucking everything.
yeah.
Joe.
I think the reasoning is if you download Val or CS, like it's a competitive game. So I think you kind of understand that in order to uphold competitive integrity, you need to download this software, and everyone's like okay to do it. I do understand if you're like a casual gamer who plays after your 9 to 5, you may be like, I don't want to download this invasive software because this game isn't competitive for me.
Yeah.
So that's probably the disconnect. It sucks, man.
They just need to do something. Like dude, I sort of got in a conversation with Colt Havoc. Where since Ninja's like glitched, where sometimes you're dead silent, sometimes you're not.
Yeah.
Right? It's impossible to tell if someone's walling. I'm sitting there like, until they fix this, you can't tell.
I mean, you could tell.
I mean, you can tell, but there's that. It's 50-50. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's like hard walling, which is obvious, where it's like, okay, certain distance.
Well, I feel like it's always been like. Actually, I feel like it's always been tough to tell if someone's good at hiding walling. It's tough to tell.
Yeah. And then it's like, okay.
But some of them are just idiots, and they're just like watching you through the wall, and you're like, okay.
But then there's some where it's just like they'll randomly just decide to turn, and it's like, dude, there's not just walling, right? You can have radar hacks. Like you can play like there's hacks where you can have like radar always on, which is. You know, and
it's not good.
Yeah, with Ninja not being fixed, like it's so tough to tell. And if I can't tell, how is the manual reviewer, right? Or how's an AI gonna
That
tell?
poor fuck.
Yeah.
That poor bastard who has to manually review these rank clips.
And then also, how are like casual
everyone.
players going to be able to tell?
Oh yeah,
so it's just like it's just.
Well, they probably have no idea they're even getting cheated on.
Yeah.
They probably have no idea.
I have a pretty.
So then, what is the solution?
A good anti-cheat. It's the only solution is a good anti-cheat.
An invasive?
Well, like a program on your computer.
Yeah.
Monitors hardware.
Yeah, and
software.
And you have to have that active in order to play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like it has to be. I just again look, the good thing about what we're going through right now is that, you know, some people that just started playing Call of Duty, like this is like their second, third year playing Call of Duty, and they're like, oh man, the cheats are kind of fucking whack.
Yeah.
For us that have been here since Call of Duty 2,
represent.
what in the like we have seen this thing get to this point from day fucking one, and every year we put on our very excited hats to see Call of Duty succeed, and that's all we want. And we do our half, but what happens like when the community, as you saw there, like this is just Steam. So let's call Steam one of the three prongs that like where's it distributed? Xbox, Steam,
PlayStation,
Xbox,
PlayStation,
PlayStation,
Steam, and then BattleNet. I'm pretty sure
that's one of the four, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I think it's the biggest. I'm
you think
pretty
Steam's
sure.
the biggest?
I mean, everyone that plays on PC.
I
has
think
Steam.
I think Game Pass might be the biggest now. It's like $1 and you get to play COD now.
Really?
I think Game Pass might have just blew everything out of the water.
Maybe.
That's kind of like a cheat code, man. Hey, we offer this service where you pay one. I think it's like they sold it for $1 at least 1 month, but I think it's usually $10 a month. You can play whatever game you want.
Yeah.
Netflix used to be $7.99. Now it's what?
Dude, it's like $18.99.
Subway sandwiches
It's crazy.
used to be $5.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, of course.
What are they now?
Dude, they're like 12.
Really? $12 footlongs. $1 per foot. Dude. Or $1 per inch.
Dude, Chipotle, if you get double meat with steak in it, you're paying like over $20.
No, you're not.
Dude, you're paying up there.
Jesus.
Like I paid like $21 for if I added guac, of course.
Of course.
But
guac's extra.
This is the first time that we've seen Warzone get affected, and I feel like this has to force their hand because Symphony's not playing, Swag's not playing, Aiden's not playing. Before it kind of just impacted
Tim's gone, Mercs is gone.
Aiden actually literally yesterday. Did you guys see he put out like a whole YouTube video or Twitter video, and then he got on stream and he was like, "I'm done."
I saw Aiden on TikTok at 2 a.m. saying thanks for the rose.
Did you?
I swear on my life. At 2 a.m. I was scrolling TikTok. Aiden comes up. He goes, watch this. I'm about to glitch the system. And it was hilarious. He has 600 viewers. He goes, I'm going to start doing the NPC shit. Watch how quickly I get 1,000 viewers. I am not exaggerating on anybody's life. Within 20 seconds of him doing thanks for the rose, he doubled viewership from 600 to 1,400 in 20 seconds. Just by like doing those thanks for the rose. And I was like, there's some freaky shit going on here.
Well, TikTok is supposedly gone, and what is it, 5 days now? 6 days?
Yeah, 19th.
Yeah, that's
the 19th. So
that's
5
not
days.
a topic here, but I feel like we should talk about that.
What are your thoughts?
TikTok
being gone?
Yeah, dude, I think it's wild. I think people, because I encountered, like, have you guys ever encountered people with like, say, 5-digit following on like Twitter or Instagram or whatever, and then you go to their TikTok and they got like 5 million.
Yeah.
Those people, dude, I can't imagine being in their shoes right now. Like it's got to be a scary situation.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
Well, it's not just that. You have to take into account, Joey. In the meantime, as I'm talking, go on Google and search how much money is being spent on the TikTok shop. I think that is like
That's a good point.
Yeah, the TikTok shop is a massive marketplace that can't just say 15 billion. TikTok breaks.
Jesus.
You have to understand that right now anybody can sell anything. You don't even have to own the product.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it makes it really easy for anyone to just hop on and do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And for me, that level of, because these people are paying taxes on these things, right?
Yeah.
So like that's a lot of tax. That's a lot of tax money that this government would fucking essentially need to pay its senators. I'm kidding.
Did you see Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast said he would buy it. He ain't buying it.
No, he ain't buying
Dude,
It's
it.
probably to buy TikTok.
100 billion.
Billions.
100 billion is crazy. How
100
much
billion.
did Elon pay for Twitter?
I saw Elon said he might be
Yeah,
in,
he might be
in for
interested.
Wait, actually, I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
that was debunked.
No.
Imagine-
no.
dude, I'd
everything's
be-
on sale for this guy.
If I was him, I'd be collecting them like Infinity Stones. I'd just be buying them for fun.
He owns
Just
the
to
social,
say I
he
own
owns,
them all.
He owns all the social platforms except for
Which
Meta.
include the investment banks are valuing TikTok without its algorithm at around 20 billion.
Isn't TikTok the entire thing, the algorithm?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's
TikTok was the first social media where the barrier of entry was truly just if you created something that people want to watch,
Yeah.
eventually it should garner the views that it deserves.
Of course.
And then it honestly every single social media has adapted to try and copy TikTok's algorithm. Twitter does the same thing. For You page, Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
Like it truly changed social media for I would say ever. And
mean,
surely
Vine did it first, but I know what you mean.
Vine.
No, well, the
Nah,
algorithm.
but I feel like Vine wasn't like TikTok.
No,
I
no,
feel
Vine
like
was
it wasn't-
Vine was
it wouldn't-
hilarious,
It
though.
wouldn't
It didn't get
suck
to me.
you in like TikTok
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Like TikTok's a black hole that just fucking once you're in its gravitational field, you are sucked. like full. Like
You're
me,
straight.
I've had to download the app undownload the app 3 separate times because it would just suck me in for hours.
And you always go
and then
back.
I'm like, holy shit, where did the time go? I've been watching fucking cats.
Dana and I call it the time loop.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Where you
Have you
just-
been scrolling for a while?
Yes.
That's what
yes,
I'm
I
like.
have.
What time is it? It's been
Scroll
3 hours.
Out of here. Yeah. So I think there's too much money being made on TikTok for it to be banned. If it gets banned, the other thing is that you have to take into account that there's a new president that's gonna step up, and
yeah.
he's gonna act as though I saved the TikTok thing. Love me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't put up with the theatrics. I would just wait until see what happens.
His inauguration's the day after, so
Yeah. So I heard that's coordinated, like that's planned.
Mm-hmm.
really?
Yeah.
Of course.
Like he's
Yeah.
gonna save TikTok and then
no,
get sworn in.
No, like
they're gonna get rid of it before he can take office.
before he can get in, and then it's harder for him to get it unbanned than it is for them to ban it.
No.
Yeah?
No. Too much money being made, man. Too much money
but
being made.
I think the question is who is making the money.
The
Well,
creators, the website, of course,
Yeah.
all the product
But,
makers.
but I'm saying like not necessarily who, but do you think they care about it?
I wonder if-
Of course. No,
I
it's
wonder
not
if-
that they care about it. It's just that if their citizens care, they have to care.
But I wonder if TikTok cares about. I'm sure they care, but I wonder if the U.S. has to be one of their bigger markets. It
Of
has
course.
to be
The US
for TikTok.
it's the
So
U.S., of course.
I wonder how much it impacts TikTok to lose the entire United States.
It would be a lot. Apple was just bribing what country was it that banned Apple products?
I'm surprised. Actually, I don't know. I'm surprised like Meta doesn't buy it, but I guess they probably want it gone because then they all go to Instagram and
For reals, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I saw something yesterday as well. Apparently, there's a like knockoff Chinese like TikTok that they're making right now, and it's first in the App Store.
it says it's called like Red Note or something. Yeah, I saw that too.
Indonesia requires
I don't know what it
smartphones
was
to
called.
sold in the country.
Turbo, maybe?
I think it's called Red Note.
Red Note? I can't remember.
Red
what- I
something,
can't
it's what
remember
it's called.
Joe, can you look that up? The
Red Note.
Red Note?
So is it literally like a TikTok copy?
Uh,
I don't know if it's a TikTok copy, but yeah.
There it is. I will not be downloading them. That TikTok, I'm cool with that one. I don't know. That one, I feel like my information is fucking gone.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, this impacts so many
Which
people.
TikTok
I mean,
it is
just think
too, right?
about.
Like TikTok, isn't it?
Well, that's what they say, but again, it's like I don't know. Open me up. Look inside me.
I
don't
thought
give
it
a
was
fuck.
that one, Lemon 8. That's the one I thought it was.
The lemonade.
Lemon 8, yeah.
Lemonator.
That was another one that's like they're just trying to make like knockoff TikToks in preparation for this thing.
Crazy, but what the ban's supposed to be. I think the Supreme Court has.
We should make it a point to invest in Lemonade.
I'll invest in anything.
I'm going to tell you why.
I don't know. The first thing
When I was in high school,
You know what I missed out
my
on?
English teacher said, the way that words become popular is just a group of people decide to use it. So we're all going to use Lemonader. Nobody used it, but here it is, almost 20 years later. Signed.
That's like a real thing. Lemonader?
No, it's not, dude. That's what my English teacher. I don't remember his fucking name. I really don't know the actual factual policies and politics behind the TikTok ban, but it's all a show. We're all distracted right now. We're not thinking about the things that actually matter.
Dude, it's hard to think about things that actually matter because there's something new every day.
And I feel
did it used to be like this, Unc? Back in the day?
No, because we didn't have access to all these
That's what I'm saying.
information platforms. Like, we weren't watching fucking Fox when we were 10.
And for the record, they're unks. I'm grandpa now.
But like usually, yeah,
He's 27. He's
dude,
not.
I'm a young cub.
He's not far behind.
Dude, I like how like you hit 30 and just you're an unk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
All these kids are
like
18,
27,
man.
bro. You're an almost unk.
Nah, 27. You're not there yet, though.
No, he's about to be.
Yeah, he's about to be, but he's not there yet.
Dude, 27.
AW was 10 years ago. 10
That's
years.
insane.
Advanced Warfare was 10 years ago.
That's
Bro,
Yeah, you want to feel old?
That shit's crazy.
I have
to
a
me.
15-year-old.
Wait. How
Dude.
old was Call of Duty 2?
2006. I was 26.
About to be the 20-year anniversary.
Oh my god.
Oh, 2005. Sorry, 2005.
That's been 20 years.
It's even worse.
It's been 20 years.
That's
Yeah.
so
Bro,
crazy.
It's even worse.
OpTic in 2026 is going to be a 20-year-old franchise.
That's such a crazy thing.
Wow. That's crazy to think about.
I don't know. We'll see, man. TikTok.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
I mean, for me personally, it doesn't really like change my, but like Ian said, for like creators that have built a like strong
Following there?
following on TikTok, I mean, it definitely sucks. But yeah, I deleted it from my phone.
It's just such a crazy like, look what it did for Chili's. Like Chili's, that Chili's triple dipper. I think Chili's. Gary Vee was talking about it. Fuck your parents. Go sell kitchen utensils. He was saying Chili's like tripled its revenue just off one creator's TikTok of this triple dipper meal.
Yeah.
Like the entire franchise, and fact check me, it could have been doubled, or Chili's made a significant amount of money off of an original TikTok that was not paid, just some dude enjoying a triple dipper, and it just changed.
That
Obviously,
shit does look good though. I can't
Chili's
lie.
is Chili's, but you know what I mean? Like just the impact that TikTok had. If you had a clothing brand and one TikTok went viral, next thing you know, there's athletes wearing it,
Or you
celebrities.
want to go viral.
It's just, it's definitely.
I know a company that said TikTok Shop saved their company.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's happened a lot in a lot
lot
of
of people.
instances.
Look at Keith Lee, the food reviewer. That guy goes to your restaurant and gives you a good review on his TikTok. Next thing you know, there's lines out the door. Like
Yeah.
there are certain things that TikTok have done that.
I mean,
It
but
sucks
that
to
can
see it
work
go.
with Twitter. That can work with Reels. That can work with anything. TikTok.
I feel like it's not the same.
Twitter's not the same
I
anymore,
feel like
man.
TikTok had that market. Like
Dude,
they have the short market.
Damn, 16.8 million followers?
Dude, look at all these views. 40 million, 28 million,
What?
34 million.
Wicked Butcher, Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, he lives in Dallas now.
Oh, really?
So all of our hotspots are about to get fucking slammed.
Hopefully not.
Actually, yo, good thing they're banning this. Stay away from the Charles.
How long's he lived in Dallas?
He just
couple
moved
weeks?
here.
Wait, scroll up a little bit, Joe. I want to see what places he's reviewed in Dallas so far. Oh, he did Jollibee. Dude, I had that recently. Holy
Wait, where the fuck do you see that?
Oh, wait, no, that's Dave's. Never mind. I thought it was Jollibee.
He did
Dave's
that
Hot
soiree coffee bar. I saw that was popping. Wicked Butcher, we had that in Fort Worth. That's the place we went to before Fred again.
That place was all right.
Yeah, look, I guess we're going to see in a couple of days whether or not the ban on TikTok will be final or is it going to be rescued. I'm not pressed either way. I don't have a TikTok shop. although I would if given the right time and the right opportunity. And I don't upload content to that, although I would given the right time and the right opportunity.
Can we talk about Ender really quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, I went on Twitch the other day and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, since when am I following YodaKing? I opened it and it's Ender. I was like, wait, am I tweaking right now?
Wait, he just tweeted 200 likes and I go back to Illey. This guy is CTE.
20K likes? Where's he
20K
at?
likes.
Where's he at?
He's at 15K.
50, yeah, bring it back. You're not going to be able to sell any Yoda merch, kid.
Oh, Disney would have your head for that.
It's priority number one, you know?
Now, Illey's too iconic of a gamer tag, too. It's not even like
Yeah,
his name.
Illey's a fucking dope-ass gamer
With
tag.
all due respect, it's
agree.
not like
I'm
his name was
sicky.
John or Ricky or, you know what I'm saying? Illey was a cool tag.
Yeah.
I don't know. YodaKing goes kind of hard too, though.
No, it doesn't.
YodaKing.
No, it does
It
not.
doesn't even make sense, dude.
YodaKing.
Maybe-
God, I will.
Maybe if you're like unknown and cracked, yo, this kid Yoda in Challengers is frying. You, like, if Illey walked in and his jersey said Yoda, I would say, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why is your name Yoda?
I kind of fuck with it a little bit.
How are you going to be big and call yourself Yoda?
That's fucked.
No, I'm just, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Listen, I
wanna see him back in the
I
league,
don't
though.
like it. I don't like the name change. I think he established his name as this one brand name Illey, which is sick as fuck. He should keep it. So I'm gonna retweet that. I'm gonna go favorite it and retweet it so that he gets 20, so he can go back.
Yeah. Illey is a
Ill.
dope name. Yeah. I agree.
Let's talk about Ant for a bit.
What about him?
Just Ant's been very vocal about the community, how it's all changed, how no one's creating content, no one's putting in the extra step.
Mm-hmm.
My take on this is that the difference between this new generation and our generation is I think no matter if you streamed personally or not, the fans got to know you through streams in general. So we had 20 people in a call. You could watch OpTic play against Attach's team and you heard them in a call. Like, I feel like on a personal level, all of the supporters of Call of Duty were able to connect with us way more than they're able to connect with this new generation because they're not in calls together. They don't really play together. When they do, it's the same people every night. And it's the same. It's the Shotzzy, it's the Draza, it's the Dashy, it's the Hook. It's the players that you kind of already know. Whereas I would say 60 to 70% of the league, you don't really even know what these guys sound like. And I feel like that's a big disconnect when the new base is unable to connect with the existing supporters and the new supporters we're trying to bring in.
Well,
So I agree with Shotzzy. It's a pretty...
I also feel like salaries kind of, with salaries going up, I feel like that was kind of just inevitable though. It's like once these players don't have to worry about trying to make anything else, because back in the day, we weren't making shit for salaries. So our only money that we could make was through content. So it's like nowadays players, not everyone has like a beefy salary, but like some of these top teams, they have good enough salaries to not even have to worry about making content. Which,
No, I 100% agree, but
No, it definitely salaries.
I look at Shotzi's ambition, and we're not going to say numbers, but Shotzzy gets paid very well, and he's still out there putting his best foot forward, trying to do the best for
but
the
he
scene.
also has an opportunity to get paid very well, where a lot of the other players that are making content, they can't turn it on and get 6K.
but
They
that's
can
just
work on it. Well, look at Cold Havoc.
that's such a
Perfect
lazy.
example.
That's such a lazy POV.
But Colt, he's
Havoc.
not competing.
Okay.
He's not competing though.
Okay.
That's a bad example.
But exactly. Do you think that he got big because he was on 8 hours a day and not scrimming, or do you think it was because he's good at the game and just happened to fill a void that wasn't available for anybody else to?
He's a little unique, only because
he's not.
he just
He's not
streamed for
practicing every
fucking
day.
700 hours and however long it was. That was just a crazy subathon. And Colt's a good creator. When you watch Colt,
Yeah, he's just a good streamer.
Colt's personable. And Colt's also been working on it for years, right? Like Colt, I would say, really took off this past year.
TP.
Even in MW2, he was still doing his thing.
But these players aren't competing, is the thing.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
But the fact of the matter
It's a lot
is,
different when you have to practice from 12 to 7, 8 p.m. every day.
Yeah, but you're not doing it for like you working on your brand may not pay in the immediate, but it definitely pays in the long run. And
I
if
think we
you're
loved
not
it more.
building,
I think we love the games more. Because even back when we scrimmed from 12 to 6, or sometimes we started at 5, we were still playing 8s all night. We had 8s tournaments. Yeah. And that's back when I understand these players make more money now, but if I'm 18, 19, and I'm on a 6 through 10 team, if anything, I think a lot of these kids just lack ambition. Like, at some point, they're going to look back and be like, holy fuck, I didn't go to school, I didn't stream, and now I'm dropped, and I'm in challengers.
Well, Shotzzy was saying you're going to be putting the fries in the bag. I mean, he hasn't been holding back.
There is nothing wrong with putting fries in the bag.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's an expression. But, I mean, Ant has been going in on people. He's like, you guys, you don't try to build anything.
Look, they were playing 8s yesterday. They were playing 8s the night before. So, like, and the people that were playing 8s were streaming it.
Yeah, but the people that play 8s are usually the same. It's usually the same group of people playing 8s every night.
Well, that's what it takes, man. It takes those same A group of people.
And
to
now they're
playing
for $500 each. Now they're playing for $500 each.
They need some form of
they just need stimulation.
That's why I believe that if we say that there's no more champs and our season ends at ESWC and the money that was awarded at champs gets awarded at ESWC for a $4 million prize. Tell me they don't fucking play their asses off for that fucking tournament.
Oh, yeah. That specific tournament, for sure.
That's what I mean. That's all we need.
Something like that. I think it's a weird spot because it's like when Ant says, shit like get better, like that, I feel like there's no excuse to not grind. If you're a pro, like you should be playing 8 to 10 hours a day, period.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you don't meet that requirement, like...
But I feel like they already do that with practice. Like, you are playing 8 hours a day just from practice for most of the time, unless, like, one of your schedule, one of your scrims get chalked.
Yeah.
Well, people are getting on earlier now. It's not just one, you get on at 1 and you end at 7, 8. Now it's you get on at noon, watch VOD, go over shit, and then you scrim for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was like you hop on, like... As your scrim starts, play the scrim, then you're done.
I totally
now it's
agree
a lot
with you.
different.
But we'd always hop on after dinner or whatever for like 6 hours.
Yeah. People would get on for 8s and shit.
And I'm saying nowadays, like
they don't love it, bro.
Yeah, they weren't.
They don't want
it.
It's that simple.
So like on that front, I agree with Ant. Where I disagree is he's coming like it's coming from him. And that what I mean by that is like he's never been on a position where he's on a team where it's like performer get fucking dropped.
Yeah.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. It is a new year. 2025 is here, which means you've got a new chapter of your life full of blank pages ready to be filled out. Maybe you're ready for a plot twist, or maybe there's a part of the story that you've been wanting to revise. Life isn't about resolutions that fade by February. It's about picking up the pen and becoming the author of your own life. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Think about therapy as your editorial partner, helping you write new chapters and create a new meaningful story that you deserve to live. I think that makes a lot of sense. Talked about it multiple times. BetterHelp is a great partner, and they are offering and providing a resource in order to get you accessible therapy. Someone to talk to about whatever you're going through in life, whether it's serious, whether you just need help talking to someone to get throughout the day, or whether you need advice from someone. There's always someone there willing to assist. The best part about BetterHelp, in my opinion, is that there's different means of communication for whatever you're most comfortable with. So we've got someone to type to. If you only want to type to someone, if you want to talk to someone on the phone, or if you want to talk face to face through a video call, it's all available. All three versions are available. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. Easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. Write your own story with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/OpTic to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/OpTic. It's also time to save some money this year. Let's start making money and saving money this year. Not enough of that spending money. You guys agree? Because that's kind of the ship that I'm on. Which brings us to our next partner, which is Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a finance application that you can download on your phone, and it'll help you with damn near all things finance. Especially, it can help cancel those subscriptions that you accidentally signed up for, or you signed up for and forgot about, and it's ticking away your bank account without even you knowing. The start of a new year is the perfect time to get organized, set goals, and prioritize whatever matters most. For me, a top priority is my financial wellness, which feels more important than ever. Thanks to Rocket Money, my goals feel achievable. They show me all of my subscriptions all in one place and help me easily cancel ones that I've forgotten about that I've been paying for. Rocket Money also pulls together all of my spending across all of my different accounts so you can clearly track, so I can clearly track my spending and see what I can cut back on. Guys, it's all there. If you have a PayPal account and a bank account, 2 different banks, you can plug them all and it can put it all in one little area and shows you your spending habits and also your subscriptions. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow on savings. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved over $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/optic today. That's rocketmoney.com/optic. rocketmoney.com/optic.
You know what I mean? Like, let's say, I don't know, one of the bottom tier teams, like right now, they're all probably thinking, like, I could lose my job. I could get kicked.
And those guys still don't play. That's the craziest thing.
And they still don't
to
play,
me.
which that's the bad part.
Yeah.
Right? But if you put yourself in their shoes, like, they're one of the lowest things on their priority list is probably to make, like, let's make a fucking class setup video. Right? Like, they're not doing that because they're worried. They're secretly thinking, like, I have to spend every single waking moment, or at least I should, on trying to get better. And it's like, if they're getting lazy throughout that, then that's on them. Right? But, like, content, like, if they say they just started out making content, getting, like, 1,000 or 5,000 views, that's not going to save them from getting dropped. You know what I mean? So
but it might save them from fucking going hungry.
I think it's
to
double.
go back to live with their mamas.
I mean, true, but if they end up losing their job last year because they spent an hour, 90 minutes a day on content, like, dude, that could be the difference of 0.01 on your KD, right?
Yeah.
Say you fucking tie a guy at the end of the year, same exact KD, but his is, 0.01 higher. Like, you might get dropped because of that shit.
I think with challengers in the state it's in, if I'm a pro player right now and I'm not a Shotzzy or a Scrappy, I will be doing everything in my power to make sure I stay at the top of my game. And, like, sure, 6 to 8 hours of scrims, that's hard work. I maybe I sound like an asshole, but 8 hours is like an average work day. Like, when I first started streaming, I was doing 12 to 14 every single night for over a year straight, because I think in order to really try and separate yourself from others, you have to make that sacrifice. Just like I'm sure when you built OpTic, it wasn't an 8-hour work day.
Yeah, everyone was doing that.
What you built was not 8 hours a day. It was fucking 12 to 16 hours a day.
I was recording YouTube videos up to 6 a.m. before tournaments, so I had videos for the week while we went to a tournament.
And I'd argue, sure, the space is more saturated now, but there's more eyeballs on online content. I mean, these days, gaming is a lot more mainstream than it was back when you built what you built, and Nate and everybody.
What I feel like these pros need to understand is you need to start somewhere with the content.
Mm-hmm.
You need to start somewhere. And if you don't start now, right, then you're like, even if you start now, it's already too late.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's too late. Like, somebody should sit down with these guys and say, make 50 YouTube videos and do 50 streams in the next fucking 2 months and see where you're at mid-year.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, your first video is not going to be as good as your 10th. Your 10th is not going to be as good as your 100th, et cetera, et cetera. Man, have we not seen the history of Call of Duty? We've been around since 2006, man. It's almost 20 years. And in those 20 years, you have seen pros come and go. You have seen some pros continue to be part of the community. Look at Apathy, look at Crowder, look at TP, look at, you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody is going to go on to have like a career in which you don't have to clock in or clock out or do shit that you don't wanna, you know, like the biggest fear in everybody's fucking mind and heart and soul should be, fuck, man, I might have to go get a real fucking job here.
It's I think some people see numbers and get demoralized, which, like, I understand, man, but at the same time, you can go from streaming to 20 viewers to a month. The next month it's 40, and sure, it's slow, it's quicker for some, whatever. Next thing you know, you're in the finals of a tournament, you have 250 viewers. Some of those guys like your personality, they stick around. Everybody's on their own timeline. Look at Slacked right now. My boy Slacked goes live every single morning at like 5 or 6 a.m. He's got almost 12,000 subs. He's getting 400 to 500 viewers. That's a fucking amazing stream. Like, that is a community that he's built with the same people day in and day out. Just like TP did. He stuck to his schedule. Now TP gets 2,000 to 3,000 viewers a day. The same people every single day.
Pickleball court in his backyard.
And it's a good community, but it's not gonna happen unless you truly do it. And it might take a month for some, 10 months, 2 years, but eventually, if you keep your head down, I think it could work. My whole thing, I'm kind of yapping. I apologize. It's two birds, one stone. It's content, but if you're playing 8s, you're getting better at your craft and you're building a community. So it's like,
and right now that's the only content that people like really want to watch, because ranked play is just in a bad spot. It's like 8s and stuff, and the CDL is the only stuff that you know is legitimate gameplay. Like, you're playing even wagers. Like, you could be getting hacked on in wagers. I feel like 8s, S&D 8s, and the CDL are the only things right now that are like, okay, this is a legitimate match every single time. And I feel like that's why the CDL hasn't really faltered at all, because that's the only thing that people can go watch for Call of Duty and not hear people complaining about cheating and fucking just everything that's going wrong with the game right now. It's like, that is the only place you can go to watch high-level COD.
Yeah.
That has no bullshit in it. Like, ranked play, like, yeah, you could go watch Colt and stuff, but they're getting cheated on. And it's like...
Yeah, I think...
Now everyone's just playing rivals, including myself. Like, I'm not going to go play ranked right now. It's in the worst spot it's ever been in.
Who would want to? I mean, Fatty and Jay Leto have basically saved my passion for Call of Duty for the time being, just by playing these S&D chals every night. That's the only thing.
Do you think you get cheated on them?
No, because we do console only. I'm the only PC player.
Oh, okay. So
we make sure that's to avoid cheaters. But there's some good console kids. I meant to say this. It's crazy to me with how bad the cheating is. Last year, you were able to disable crossplay. So if you were on PS5, you could play cheater-free.
Yeah.
With the state of the game, the fact that they're not adding that back, so because players like Colt, me, I have a PS5, like, we would be broadcasting a fair version of the game to a pretty big audience.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know why
it's
they
gotta
haven't
be money
flipped
for
that
servers.
switch.
I don't understand
Why?
it.
Because the amount of people that are playing it now.
I think it's the money for the servers. They just don't want to pay for it. That's the only thing that makes sense for me. Because console, surely, there's no way with Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation, they still don't have a big player base. There's no way everybody has a PC. There's no way. There has to be a fuck ton of people playing console.
No, for sure.
And people, what do you guys think? Some people think that challengers should go back to console because the barrier entry is lower. It's easier to run tournaments.
Agreed.
I kind of agree too now.
Agreed. It's easier to get
There's
500
no cheating.
PlayStations than it is to get 500 PCs.
Well, challengers right now is in also just
but it's tough
a
because
bad spot. It's like everything is just going wrong right now for COD. Hopefully they wake up and start doing shit about it. But I mean, again, you've seen so many people already leave the game. It's like that should be it. They should be like, holy shit. Even our creators who are making money broadcasting our game are leaving it. They have
Verdansk coming back in the spring. They need to literally do everything in their power to fix everything by the time Verdansk drops, because that's the only hope, I think, to bring people back, is Verdansk drops. People will play that for a bit, and if the game is good and there's no cheaters, you have the chance to keep people around. If they drop the ball again, this year is done.
That's what Aiden was saying.
When
Aiden
it comes
was
to
like,
the casual
if Verdansk
base
doesn't come out and it is literally polished to the absolute tits, then Call of Duty's dead. He said that. He's like, if Verdansk comes out and it's bad, Call of Duty's dead.
Well, they're about to launch it on the second quarter of 2025. They just announced that. I think I saw a video. On
I sure hope it's good because I'd go play a bit of Verdansk.
Who wouldn't? I love that shit.
The
That was a
thing
good
is
map.
like, bro, like think about the amount of pressure that they have. They not only are we in the worst era of Call of Duty that we've ever experienced, the biggest winter that we've ever gone through, but they're also about to drop one of the most beloved game types maps that was Verdansk was a place where people went to get away from the COVID news, to get away from the bullshit that was happening around everybody. So it was a nice little safe haven for all the gamers to just come in. I mean, think about the amount of new people that came in, all the basketball players, all the football players, everybody that came in for Verdansk. Now you're about to drop one of the most beloved things that Call of Duty has ever done during the worst era of Call of Duty.
Yeah, Verdansk was like literally peak COVID. That was
a crazy time.
That was peak COVID. Everyone was playing games, and Verdansk was like, I mean, that was like one of the first times I feel like since Fortnite released that Call of Duty was like kind of rivaling.
That was a
Fortnite.
crazy time.
Yeah.
I was in Warzone with Ben Simmons and
Does-
Devin Booker and Nav. I was like, what the fuck?
Does that mean that they're gonna put the boys up on the banners or the boys up on the stadium?
Oh, they should. I hope they better keep
Maybe,
that.
yeah.
Because that was sick when you guys were on that.
Yeah, that was a sick.
That was
ever.
actually cool. I mean, I was
Yeah.
salty. Like, look at these fucking pussies. But I was.
Wait,
that was still,
wait,
that was
are
still
they
cool.
releasing Stadium with it? Because wasn't Stadium added like DLC of Verdansk?
They better release everything they fucking got. Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are they releasing the original Verdansk? Because Stadium came like, didn't that come
I
a couple
hope it's the
seasons in?
original. I hope it's the original.
Without Stadium.
No, wait.
You know what I'm saying though? Wasn't Stadium like a couple?
No. Stadium was always in it.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was the
It was
non-destroyed.
broken.
No,
it was the adding to it.
yeah.
It was broken.
No,
No, the
the
destruction of it.
original was like not destroyed.
Yeah,
at all.
because you could stay on the roof. Remember?
Yes, that's what it was. Yes, you can go on the
So
roof.
Stadium was always in.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm
Yeah.
then I'm tweaking.
No, it was always there. It just looked different in the end because they like essentially cut it in half and removed the top.
I know they made changes to it. I just thought
Yeah.
they added it late. I didn't know.
Yep,
Too far back.
too far back indeed.
I hope though, man. I think some people might start to think that like, bro, we love Call of Duty. That's why it sucks that it's in the state it's in. I know it's a lot of like negative talk, but we all want to see it do well, man. It sucks.
Well, I mean, there's again, we have to be truthful about it. It's not like we can sit here and say that Call of Duty's in a good spot. It's impossible. Nobody thinks that. It's like
Terrible.
there's being optimistic and then there's being dumb. And saying COD's in a good spot right now would just be dumb. It's the worst it's ever been,
Yeah,
and it's not close.
and
It
also
is-
if we didn't give a fuck about it, we wouldn't talk about it. Like we're saying this because we feel as though we're left with nothing else to do but bitch and hope that they listen to fucking fix something that's so loved by this community.
I mean, dude, Rivals literally dropped at the perfect time to fuck Call of Duty because it's like, if Rivals wasn't out right now, I feel like Call of Duty people would still be playing it. The fact that Rivals dropped as everything was like compounding on top of COD, it's like now
they'd be playing it, but they'd
everyone
be
is just
roasting
playing.
the shit out of it. Like every creator would just be miserable.
On Rivals.
No, on Call of Duty,
Oh.
if they were still playing COD. Well, Marvel dropped. It has an anti-cheat, right? And it has Marvel in the name. It has all of the Marvel heroes. It is like the perfect timing, and it's a good game. Everyone's loving it.
It's fun.
I want to bring up challengers again because it's like one of the more insane things I've seen in my life. There is literally no path to pro. Like I was able to convince my dad, like, hey, I have a career in this, and I don't think the current 15, 16-year-olds like I was are able to do the same.
Yeah.
If anything, it's the exact opposite. If I was a dad and I looked at then me, I'd be like, well, looking at what I'm reading online, there's no more tournaments. The path to pro is the worst thing it's ever been. It's like, how do you have such a... It is still a big league. 170,000 viewers on a minor online tournament.
We had 85.
I think is massive. So it's not like the viewership's not there, but the support isn't there. And I feel so bad. Like, I was genuinely heartbroken when this stuff about challengers was being talked about, because I remember the bliss that me and Bose felt when we first placed pro, that climbing the ladder, that getting your name out there. It is some of the best memories of my life. And it changed my life. Like going from that 15-year-old kid to where I am now, like that growth period of the amateur scene, probably shaped the player. It changed all of our lives. Like,
I feel like
those tournaments.
I feel like the passion's not there anymore, though, man. It's not the same. People aren't playing for the love of the game. They're playing to try to get the pros so they can collect a paycheck, and that's not true for everybody.
Right.
But I
fair.
feel like we were playing again in our era. It was everyone was playing just because of how much they love the game.
Yeah.
And not till later on did it come where there was money involved. Now people are like, I want to become pro so I can get a paycheck. But it's not for everybody. I'm just saying it's so different now. It's so different.
The games
You
are
have
different.
to you have to understand that. Think about some of these kids. Think about Paco, for example, right? When did he start playing, Ian? When Call of Duty?
I don't know.
2019.
I never asked him.
Had to have been right. 2019.
Think about
Started
that.
in 2019. No
when he
way.
went pro.
Didn't start, but I think
Let's say he
that was
started,
his
even if he
breakout
started
year.
in 2018, it only took a year for him to get a mega bag as a salary when the league started. Where these guys had to go through the $2,500 a month to the $5,000 a month to
exactly. It was
to elevate it to where it's at.
it was just so it was a
it's
completely
abruptly,
different playing field. Now it's like you see these dollar signs and you're like, okay, I want to get paid.
I'm sure some of these
I wanna
young
get
kids
paid
still love it,
$300 a
man.
year.
But it's got to be demoralizing to have no support. I mean, that kind of kills your ambition in its tracks. If you're 15, 16, and you're
If
like,
I-
I love this game, but I can't even play it because there's no future.
If I was a 18-year-old right now or 16-year-old, whatever age you're starting a gaming, and I was trying to pursue being a professional in a video game, Call of Duty would not even be on my radar.
I can't
It
lie.
would be like, I want to get like, dude,
I've
look
been
at
saying
all
to
the
go
other
play.
options.
I've been saying to go play Fortnite.
yeah, like
I've been telling 15-year-olds, you're like, hey, Zen, I'm 15. I want to go pro. And I'm going to say, listen, bro, unfortunately, this is crazy to me. The age limit needs to – the fact that it's still an 18 age limit, I was a pro at 14. Like, there's a lot of 14 through 18-year-olds that would probably turn some heads that just can't play. But I'm like, dude, if you're 15, why the fuck would you be grinding COD? Go play Fortnite. You can actually make money right
you
now.
know
That's a
what I
great
say?
point. That is a great point because think about Ghost, right? Ghost had the paintball mode, right? Which allowed for people to do this, to not have the blood and gore.
Yeah.
And if the blood and gore is the thing that's keeping people back, and the reason that Call of Duty wants to keep blood in is because it's an immersive fucking war game. Now that you've added all of the fucking magicians and the 21 Savages and all this other shit, like maybe now you should re-implement that ability for parents to say you won't see blood, you're gonna see blue paint. As this,
I don't even think it's that. The game is rated M. I forget who was telling me.
Wait,
Apparently, it's just like an Activision legal thing where they don't want to go through the necessary steps to
also
make
tax
it
purposes.
so 17 and 18-year-olds.
Taxes.
What?
Whenever Call of Duty's paying out a minor, I'm sure it's
Bro, they can
probably
figure
hard
it
for
out.
Taxes.
Like, they changed the rule for you to play at 17. I was a pro.
Whoa, no, that didn't happen.
I was able to play at every event besides champs from age 14 to 17. I was a pro. I was going to every single event. I was playing on the main stage. I just couldn't play at champs.
It wasn't the CDL, which is a direct asset of Activision. So
I
now
guess.
they are liable because
They should figure it out, man. That's all I'm saying.
It's
They can
not
figure
the
it out.
CWL anymore, where it's like this is a separate league.
There's nothing to figure. It's
CWL is
figured out.
better.
There's nothing to figure out.
CWL was better.
Yeah, CWL was better,
Way
but
better.
it's not like that anymore. It's a fucking real
The
entity.
fucking shit show.
Yeah, it's not good, and it sucks to sit here and bash it. But I mean, everyone's thinking it, everyone's saying it. It's just that's the what is it? That is the truth right now that just sucks. There's a word for it. I'm just blanking.
There is no group
I know
in the
name for
world
it.
that wants to see it thrive more than this group right here.
Yeah,
We have a watch party. I know how much you still love Call of
But that's the
Duty,
thing, the
despite
watch
your little
party still
side
does
quest
great.
you're on,
the watch
which is
party
now your
does
main
great.
quest.
It's everything
sir.
else. Everything outside of the CDL is what's wrong. The CDL is fine right now because people will watch that. Yeah, the format could change, whatever. The CDL,
But they're only
though,
watching that because of the amount of work that we put in to get that audience.
correct, but that's the only thing right now that hasn't seen a super drop-off in hype, viewership. Like, that's the only thing right now.
And apparently, I think Sledgehammer has made some good Call of Duty games. I know it's pretty controversial, like World War II. You guys may have. I loved it. I know. Competitively, I loved it. Competitively, it was a dull game. AW people love. Sledgehammer has made good Call of Duties when it comes to like fundamentals and competitive Call of Duty. And I think one of their heads just left after 15 years. I forget his name.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I think some of these studio heads are starting to step away now that things are in a rough spot. So
I guarantee you that none of those people that are leaving wanted to leave.
Probably not.
But they're getting fucking cooked because of somebody else's decisions on this thing. It's the only when Shotzzy called me into that call that you were in.
Oh yeah.
There's never been a situation or a position or a time in which Activision has not given a fuck about the common player, right? And that's where we're at right now. It's that bad. Like, yeah, we took it in the teeth for over 20 or call it 15 years in the CDL with not CDL but Call of Duty competitive.
The comp community has been getting fucked. Now it's trickled down to even the casual community, which it's
correct.
That's their whole pot of gold is the casual
They have to
community.
do something now. But I still have a theory, and I could be so wrong, but the way I see it is all these games have software you have to download for to get anti-cheat. Call of Duty could be debating whether or not they want to really implement that, because I think that if we're going to play PC, they're going to have to fix the anti-cheat. And if they can't do it without making you download something, they're going to have to make people download. It's the only way. Yeah. You can't have a PC COD that's going to get ruined by cheaters every single year.
Yeah.
There's only... That won't happen going forward.
I would 1,000% be playing on PlayStation right now if I knew that I could toggle off the PC.
No, that shit's crazy to me. I want to hammer that point again. That's all they got to do. Because I play on PS5. You might even play on PS5. We all have PS5s.
I have a PS5, yeah.
Why would we not play ranked if we could?
You have my PS5.
Yeah, but I have a PS5.
Wait, you have Liv's PS5.
What is this? Hecz and Boz are retiring on February 9th.
February 9th is my birthday.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know what the fuck this is either.
The 45th.
30 days until Hecz and Embos retire. When is this from?
Where do I want to be at 35? I was like, I'm retiring at 35. I did it. I mean, I keep working because I love it, but I don't have to.
You'd be miserable retired.
I don't think so. I have.
You'd be restless. There's no way.
I literally February 9th.
What the fuck would you do? Retired?
February 9th, 2025. Don't call me.
Yeah. Wait, what does that even mean?
I'm done. I'm done working for other people. I'm only gonna work on.
But what are you gonna work on? Art and shit.
When
I love Mark, man.
I'm just saying, it's. I'm 45.
But what would
I feel like
if
Damn.
Mark texted me yesterday. He said, "Yo, come to Antigua. We'll fly back Thursday." I said, "Brother, are you fucking crazy? I'm not flying to Antigua.
Where even is that?
It's an island. He's living life right. That's my boy, man.
Good for Mark, man.
I know what you do if you retired. You just do YouTube videos.
Yes. I want to retire from... I just want to do this.
You would do YouTube
I don't want to
stuff.
be on phone calls. I don't want to do any of that. And the other thing is like...
You do travel YouTube stuff. Japan
maybe.
and shit.
No, I don't even want to fucking travel, dude. Like, last year was fucking brutal. I think I still... Come my birthday, my life is going to pretty much drastically change in the way that I operate. That's a fact. Like, I'm not deviating from my plan to just do what I want to do now, Like, if I want to go live in fucking London for a month, Liv and Jude can come.
Yeah.
They can come if they want to, but if they don't, I'm still going. I want to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? I don't want to think about anybody else. I don't want to think about nobody else and what they're doing. You know what I mean? I just want to do what I want to
do. You, man.
Yeah, like the girls are taken care of and shit. Like, it's my time. 45 years. That means that for 45 years, I didn't just work for me. A lot of people, in my family, like benefited from that.
Hell yeah, man. You did good work, bro.
I did good work, man. It's time.
Porter, you got a race this week, and I want to talk about that. I want to start with you were playing on stream recently with Max Verstappen. That's really cool to see.
Yep.
That's if you're an F1 fan, that's an awesome.
Yeah,
that's
well, it's wild.
thing.
I've gotten to know him and his whole sim racing team. I mean, that's who I've been hanging out with for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It's just difficult when it comes to streaming with them because it's what I mean. This is his break away from the social media.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to deal with it. He doesn't want to be on it or anything like that. So, yeah, but looking forward to the race. It's going to be, I sort of skipped 2 levels. So
you're racing, are you racing at a higher level than you were before? Is that what you mean?
Way higher.
And is this your first race at this level?
Yeah.
What car?
It is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Supra.
Oh,
Yeah.
Supra now.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Supra.
So does that mean that you like you have to get a Supra now, right? Like
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll see. We'll see.
That's in the works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that's
I don't
awesome.
know right now, but yeah, it's going to be interesting because there's going to be multi manufacturers. So we're going to go against Astons, BMWs, McLarens, and all the cars are like different.
Your other circuit was only Porsche, right?
Yeah.
So this okay.
So the Supra is really good in corners. So like the next race is Daytona. You go on the oval like a NASCAR would.
Yeah.
Right, but then there's the infield, which that's where the Supra is going to shine.
Yeah.
As far as like top speed and high speed stuff.
Yeah.
Like we're probably going to get obliterated by say like a Mustang.
Well, you don't know that. It's not the car as the driver.
No, they came out with it's super technical, but it's called balance of power. So like a Supra is a street car that costs $50,000. McLaren's version of their race car is base like 240.
Yeah.
Right, and the race car is like 300,000. So it's like they have to like add weight to cars. They have to subtract power. They have to take away weight. Like and that's what's called balance of performance. So,
That's exciting though.
it's going to be interesting. Yeah, to say the least.
Is this so?
What day?
18th and 19th.
Oh, yeah.
On,
This month?
Yep, on Peacock.
And then can we tune in and watch? Like,
Yeah.
we're on the watch party. Can we
Yeah,
like
yeah.
cut
Oh,
into
it's on
it?
Peacock.
It's on Peacock.
Oh,
it's
that's
on
sick.
NBC Sports.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Are we allowed to cut into that? Yeah, right.
No.
We
We won't be able to show it. We can watch it on a side screen. We won't
Yeah.
be able to pull that up on
Yeah,
Peacock.
that's
Fuck no. We'll get our
that's the
shit taken
difficult
down
part.
immediately, and we can't get that copyright straight.
No, we can't.
That's the difficult part is because Peacock, NBC, they own the rights to the footage.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, we're filming a TV show and we're gonna have GoPros in the car, but they're gonna have to come to
some your socials.
That's what I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I like we have Thursday off to get our like equipment checked, do weigh-ins, all this stuff, and that's one of the things I want to talk to them about is, hey, can we even use this?
Yeah. Do you have Peacock?
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
have.
need that login.
Yeah, we have every.
Yeah.
We even have MGM Plus now because we've been watching From.
Great show.
I'm gonna put a timeout on this thing. Do you have your own iTunes account where you buy movies?
Yeah,
Oh,
we just. I actually bought one on mine yesterday because I knew you would.
They grew up so fast, dude.
Look, can you
To be
believe
fair,
this
hold
shit?
on.
So I don't get to
hold
see that
on.
movie if I wanted
I need
to?
to talk about this. I need to talk about this,
You would
please.
not like it. It's literally. It was called Flow, and it was a black cat.
Yeah. I'm familiar with Flo.
Wait, really?
Yeah, this guy's buying movies for himself and not sharing. I'm sharing all of my movies.
I have a question for
Yeah, that's
for
fucked up.
every
I
viewer
cut
right
your
now.
ass.
You wouldn't watch this, so I was like, I'm not gonna buy it on
Well,
his
I have
account.
3
I thought I was.
kitties now.
I thought I was doing you a favor.
I'm gonna ask you, and this is
Why?
a question for
Because
everybody
I
on
didn't
YouTube.
think you were watching
Soon
this.
as they
Going
shut-
forward, buy everything on my
It's
account.
a black cat on a journey with literally no dialogue. There is not a single word said in an hour and a half. It's just like a visual journey of a cat and it finds friends.
We need to
and shit.
talk
It's
about
awesome.
this.
What'd you say?
Question for you and everybody on YouTube. When I want to watch a movie for the first time, and the option is to rent it for $4.99 or $5.99
Oh.
versus buy it for over $20, I always choose to rent it. Because the way I see it, I'm going to rent the movie, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch it the next week. I'm going to wait probably 3 to 6 to a year, whatever it may be. And then it's
Then
going to
it'll
be
be free.
out on a platform I already pay for,
Yeah,
essentially.
you're right.
These two buy fucking movies
That's
for $25.
$20
$20
yesterday.
Rent the movie.
Yeah.
What do you read it,
I-
right?
I
you are
agree.
you are
Yeah.
so right.
You'd rent it, right?
You're right. You're right.
That is
But no,
true.
the funniest part
Yeah.
is that he would always buy it on his account. They have a catalog of thousands of movies, and I'm just like, dude,
No,
this
but
is
now
crazy.
he buys his own movies and doesn't share them with me.
This was like a 1 or 2
I want to
time.
see. I want to send me a picture of your fucking library.
Okay, I will when I get home. You're not gonna have wanted to watch any of them. Trust me.
I think I did go in on him. I was like, yo, Caroline or Coraline, whatever the fuck it is, sing.
Coraline is like one of the best Hollywood movies.
dude. When does Moana 2 come out?
Yo, that's a good question.
Dude,
Gonna wanna
Wait,
Moana.
Matt,
Yo,
can you
speaking
look that
of
up when that comes out on demand?
Yeah, speaking of the racing stuff, have
Yeah.
you seen what's happening with NASCAR and Michael Jordan?
No.
So-
I mean, I know he has a team.
Yeah, so Michael Jordan is suing and won an antitrust case against NASCAR, saying that NASCAR was a monopoly.
Yeah.
And the judge just declared that it was.
He's just doing shit for fun.
March. Fuck. March is
2025.
forever away.
Wait, is Moana good? The first one?
Dude,
Yeah,
what?
great.
It's top 5
We
all
have
time.
Severance.
What?
In 3
Top
days.
5.
Moana.
Yes.
It's a good movie.
Seth, you agree with that?
Yeah, Moana was great.
What?
Top 5 of all time?
Jesus.
Wait, and
Animated?
every genre?
Overall.
Animated.
No,
Animated.
animated
To
maybe.
me, to me,
Overall,
it's top
no.
5. To me, it's top.
Animated
Yes.
or
No, all overall.
okay, I'm gonna
Overall.
watch that.
It is a good movie.
I'm gonna watch that. I started watching Matt recommended Landman with Billy Bong Thornton.
Yeah, I've watched.
So
yeah,
good.
Yeah, that show's
So
really
good.
fucking good.
That's like Yellowstone V2, but oil, right?
Yeah, yo, people were making fun of me for watching Lioness, but Lioness is directed by the same guy that did Sicario.
Everyone's saying Lioness is good. I don't know
It
why
is.
people
I
are
watched
roasting you.
it.
Yeah,
It's
You
in
said
the chat they were
It's-
cooking me.
You said Day of the Jackal's really good too, right?
Day of the Jackal's fucking really good.
Day of the Jackal.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
send me. Yo,
Day of the Jackal's like it feels like a Jason Bourne movie.
is
Well,
this a
show.
movie or
Show.
It's a show.
It's a show.
Yeah.
On what? On what? Peacock?
I'll tell you what. There's some shit in this where I'm like, bro, that's fake as fuck, dude.
Yeah. See, that's what I don't
Yeah.
like.
Well, you wouldn't really know. Like I'm into firearms, so there's some things where I was like, get the fuck
Ian,
out of
if
here.
you haven't hit a target 925 yards away
Bro.
the way that I have, please
Bro, this
refrain.
in this, he hit a guy's. No, I don't want to spoil
Don't say
it.
it.
I
Don't ruin it. Wait, is it about a sniper? Because that's my
he's
shit.
he's an assassin.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I love this guy.
Yeah.
he's good.
This
He's the
guy's
guy with the,
this guy's fucking goated.
played,
I've never seen this
Who is
actor.
this guy?
He's in the Harry Potter fucking
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, Harry Potter or the
Yeah.
Fantastic Beast. Is that what it is?
Fantastic Beast.
Yeah.
Well, he
with
was
the
in
Niffler, the little
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
that
yeah.
won
But he
the
also
silver
played
shit.
Theory
the
of Theory of Everything.
Theory of Everything.
Eddie Redmayne.
Dude, this guy I haven't seen one bad film or anything from him.
From him, I haven't seen the Fantastic Mr. Beasts or any of that.
Wait, was The Theory of Everything a good movie?
Yeah.
What was that one about again?
What?
That one won awards, dude.
Yeah, it's
Romance drama.
Oh, isn't that when he gets like hurt or something?
No, dude, this is fucking Stephen Hawking.
Come on.
God damn.
He got hurt when he fell when he started to lose his capabilities.
Well, I remember that he was handicapped, but I didn't remember. I didn't know it was about Stephen Hawking. I thought he got hurt, and then she has to like
care for him. She
care
does.
for him. I didn't
Yeah,
know it was
but-
about Stephen Hawking.
It's not like
Critics are calling Severance season 2 one of the best seasons of television ever.
I haven't seen season 1.
I
haven't
can't
se- I
believe
haven't
that.
seen
How do
season
you?
one.
all of it? in
How
the
are
next
you?
3 days.
How do you like TV that much and not see Severance?
I don't know.
It is
I
like
think
it is.
this
It
why.
is.
This
It is
why.
one of
This-
the
this-
best shows.
This fucking devilish 6-second fucking swipe me up.
It really has changed everything.
That's what it is.
I just watched Squid Game 2, and I think I liked it more than most people did. I understand why people are upset with the ending. You watched Squid Game 2, right,
I
Seth?
have not.
What'd
You
say?
watched Squid Game 2, right?
Yeah,
I
didn't-
enjoyed it. I didn't think it was bad.
Well, they said
I didn't love it. I didn't love it.
they said season 3 is coming out like very soon.
Yeah, so season
So-
2 was like a season. Season 3 is like a season 2 part 2.
Yeah.
So like the first season 2 was like it felt like the way it ended. It was like there's got to be more. So I
I can't wait for the final Stranger Things season. Stranger Things to me is like the show that changed TV because that's when TV became this binge, release the whole season
Yes.
type thing. I can't remember a show before Stranger Things, and I'm probably wrong, but that's the first show I remember, like, I guess, really
Yeah, that's what
taking
Netflix
over that
did.
model
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
where it's like, holy shit, the whole season's out, and everybody watched it in a day.
Bro, I literally watched on Sunday. We had the watch party. Bro, I watched like half of the season of Landman in one sitting.
I heard
Dude,
that's
I
good.
did the same thing with
It was bad.
Landman.
Yeah, so good.
Landman's fucking good. Dude.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the abrupt ending, actually, but we have other content to film, and we do appreciate you guys stopping by. If you guys enjoyed the episode and you guys have your own opinions, please leave them in the comment section down below. We do want to hear them, and we'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Peace.